The X3 is BMW's best-selling model worldwide, having sold over 3.5 million units to date, so the introduction of a new version is always momentous. The new BMW X3 was recently unveiled for the 2025 model year, and it is still manufactured at BMW's Spartanburg facility in South Carolina. The X3's body is new, and it rides on a lighter and stiffer version of the previous model's CL Air platform, but BMW hasn't made many changes to its winning formula. The company wisely kept the contentious styling elements that were added to some other Bimmers to a minimum. 2 trim levels will be available for the 2025 X3 range. The 30X Drive, which has a 255 horsepower 4-cylinder engine, and the M50X Drive, which has a 393 horsepower 6-pot. Both of them come equipped with standard X-Drive all-wheel drive and are still connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. BMW claims to have upgraded the X3's handling characteristics to maintain its position as the dynamic option in this class, increased efficiency, added more standard features, and equip the vehicle with the newest iDrive 9 in-car technology. This is all the information you require about the new X3 and its competitors. When is the 2025 BMW X3 coming out? Following its June 2024 global debut, BMW has stated that the 2025 BMW X3 will go on sale in the USA in the latter part of 2024, when we should expect to see them in dealerships. The 2025 BMW X3 30X Drive has an MSRP of $49,500 without any additional fees, while the M50X Drive has a retail price of $64,100. The $1,175 destination fee is not included in these prices. It was $995 the previous year. The most recent X3 will be up against some familiar competition, as the Audi Q5 is also set to undergo a redesign for 2025, and the Mercedes-Benz GLC Class SUV is still relatively new, having debuted in 2023. They are both in the same price range, under $50,000. Even though the Porsche Macan is getting older and costs more, it is still the most enjoyable sporty compact to drive. It is also smaller and less practical. In comparison to the German Big Three, other competitors like the Genesis GV70 and Lexus NX are minor players. But if you prefer to shun mainstream brand snobbery, they are still worth taking into consideration. With the brutal shapes of the XM and 7 Series juxtaposed against the massive upright kidney grills emblazoned on the likes of the 4 Series and iX, and the almost delicate-looking 2 Series representing disparate approaches, you never quite know what to expect from a new BMW. Aside from arguments concerning BMW's stylistic variety, the X3 has a completely different appearance. Its new headlight design arrived right when we were growing accustomed to the other new Bimmer's arrow-shaped indicators and DRLs. The X3's unusually shaped grills, with their vertical and diagonal lines, are a bit fussy, but overall the shape is elegant and smoothly rounded, with the exception of the flattened wheel arches that have a slight resemblance to Chris Bangle's flame surfacing. The X3 is not nearly as divisive as an XM. The DRLs, turn signals, side marker lights, and taillights all have overlapping L-shaped LED strips as their theme. Adaptive LED headlights with cornering functionality and blue design elements are also an option. Optional are darkened M shadowline lights. BMW's iconic glow contour lighting, which is available as an option on the 30 and standard on the M50, highlights the grille surrounds. On the 30X Drive, the alloy wheels are 19 inches in diameter. However, packages can include 20 or 21 inches of wheels. An example of such a package is the M Sport package, which includes an aerodynamic body kit and 19-inch M alloys. The M Sport Professional package includes the adaptive LED headlights, M shadowline lights, extended shadowline exterior trim, and the iconic glow kidney grille on top of the M Sport package. For your BMW X3, you can choose from more than 25 paint colors with 11 metallic options, including a brand new color called Dune Gray, available on the 30X drive. There are 9 metallic and 1 solid color available for the M50X drive. All locally produced X3s will also have access to a range of 15 unique paint finishes through BMW Individual. To put things in perspective, the outside dimensions of the BMW X3 drew level with those of the first generation X5 back in 2010. Cars just keep getting bigger and bigger. The G45 X3 of today pushes the limits of what we consider a compact SUV by being 3.5 inches longer than the original X5 and 1.3 inches bigger than any other X3 in history. But a more purposeful and dynamic stance has been achieved with a wider body, a lower roof, and a wider rear track. The 2.0-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, which is tuned for 255 horsepower, is the same engine found in many other BMW vehicles, including the BMW X330 xDrive. To increase power and efficiency, the M50X drive gets modifications to its injection system, turbocharger, intake ports, and Ivanos camshaft adjustment, among other parts. Both engines feature dual injection, a 48V mild hybrid system, and the more efficient Miller combustion cycle. There is only one drivetrain option available, xDrive AWD. They are paired with the reliable ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. BMW states that the M50X drive has a maximum towing capacity of 4,850 pounds. BMW claims that efficiency has increased, but neither the EPA nor the manufacturer have provided any MPG estimates as of yet. Recall that the previous X3 achieved EPA estimates of 21, 28, 24 MPG and 21, 26, 23 MPG for the 4 and 6-cylinder AWD models. If BMW's promised improvements are to be realized, these are the numbers to beat. The brand new iDrive 9 software interface, which is accompanied by the BMW interaction bar below it, is finally included in the interior of the BMW X3. Although measurements are not provided by BMW, the screen configuration appears to be the same as other new BMW models, so we anticipate that the touchscreen and gauge cluster will be the same 12.3 and 14.9-inch devices. The unified display is mounted on top of a redesigned dashboard featuring contrasting light elements in the center, door panels bordering the islands housing the vents and door releases, and hang-down console. There are new steering wheels with a flat bottom and a redesigned gear selector toggle. Inside, it's much more contemporary, and sustainability is given a fresh emphasis with the optional dash covering of knitted woven fabric made from recycled polyester. The BMW X3's seats are covered in a Veganza leatherette made of plants that comes in 3 different colors. Merino leather or an M Veganza Alcantara combination are also options. The number of features is supposedly increased, and dual-zone climate control and heated and ventilated power front seats are among the standard features on all trims. The touchscreen, voice commands, steering controls, and iDrive controller are the available ways to operate BMW's iDrive 9 infotainment system with Quick Select. Along with all the standard features, which include wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, navigation, the BMW Intelligent Personal Assistant, and Bluetooth, it can be updated over the air. Additional features include gaming and video music streaming through a BMW Digital Premium subscription, with Spotify and Amazon Music being the most recent additions. With the BMW Live Cockpit Professional Package, augmented reality video overlays and a head-up display are available. Along with active blind spot monitoring, speed limit and lane keep assistance, and front collision alert, standard driver aids on the new X3 also include a standard parking assistant with backup assist. Fully automated and remotely controllable parking, side collision prevention, traffic jam assistance, and more are included in the optional Parking Assistance Professional Package. The BMW Maneuver Assistant can also store and execute complex parking maneuvers using GPS and trajectory data from steering movements. Although BMW has not disclosed any figures, it promises generous amounts of space and improved head and leg room in the front and rear. The previous X3 offered about average head and leg room for rear passengers, 38.5 inches and 36.4 inches respectively. So, any improvement will be appreciated to move the X3 closer to that generous classification. The BMW X3 boasts class-leading trunk space, surpassing that of the GLC and GV70, with an increase of nearly 10% to 31.5 cubic feet, and an overall improvement of roughly 7% to 67.1 cubic feet with the second row folded. The 2025 X3 is really impressive. Let's take a moment to review some of this new SUV's greatest features before we leave. I wanted to take a moment to go over some of the highlights that truly impressed me about this updated SUV, which is packed with features that make it a very compelling option. Safety first, as always. With its wealth of driver assistance technologies, the X3 has you covered while driving. To keep you out of trouble, we're talking about lane departure alerts, blind spot monitoring, and automated emergency braking. Additionally, the optional parking assistance is like having your own personal valet, ideal for confined spaces where you perspire. However, security isn't everything, is it? We also need to enjoy ourselves. Additionally, the X3 boasts an advanced infotainment system. With the most recent version of iDrive 9 software, it features an exquisite curved display with a sizable touchscreen and a digital instrument cluster. You can get navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even a head-up display to keep your eyes on the road. It's true that occasionally you need to blast your favorite music while cruising, and the X3 is prepared to serve as your portable concert hall thanks to features like access to streaming services like Spotify and Amazon Music with a subscription, of course. Now, efficiency is a big concern these days. BMW says they've come a long way in this regard. In order to reduce fuel consumption, the X3 has a mild hybrid system. Additionally, both engines are tuned for increased performance without compromising mileage. Although the official numbers are still pending, it's certainly something to watch. Additionally, the availability of vegan leatherette upholstery options demonstrates their consideration for sustainability, which is always a plus in my book. In relation to space, it appears that the X3 has experienced a growth spurt. It appears larger overall and has a noticeable increase in cargo capacity as well. The X3 can accommodate your needs whether you're stocking up on groceries for the coming week, preparing gear for an excursion, or simply need additional space for unforeseen circumstances. So, there you have it. The 2025 BMW X3 is a well-appointed and technologically advanced SUV that puts efficiency and safety first while still providing lots of room for your travels. It would be wise to check out the X3 if this seems like your kind of vehicle. Please share your thoughts on the new X3 with me in the comments section. Are there any features you'd like to see added, or does it meet all your needs? Click the subscribe button to see more car reviews and stay tuned. I appreciate you viewing.